But there's something happening that happened, well, I'd say over the past year and a half. The market ramped up, it got crazy, and people started waiving home inspections.
Yeah.
Cuckoo.
It's nutty. So yeah, with the low inventory, everybody that's not in real estate, for those of you who are not in real estate, and you always ask me, oh, wow, you must be doing great. The market's crazy. Well, yes and no. So the market is crazy in that houses are going for, higher than ever. There's so many less houses for sale compared to the amount of buyers that are out there. You know this, it's nutty out there.
Even still.
You're seeing, let's say 10 or 15 buyers at least for every one seller. It's a crazy ratio. So what happened over the past year is folks were getting a little bit desperate. They're making offers on houses and they're not getting accepted. So people are like, what can I do to make my offer stronger? So what people started to do, and it's kind of become in vogue a little bit, and it's dangerous. Well, what if we waive our home inspection? Then the seller knows we're not going to ask for anything. There's going to be no surprises, and we'll smooth out the transaction. And so a lot of people are waiving home inspections. You're even getting some people encouraging offers with waived home inspections as listers. As weird as that sounds, but that's what's going on.
Yeah.
So over the past year, less home inspections are happening because a lot of people are waiving inspections. But the last part of the last year, what we've seen is flippers are getting wise to this. So you're getting folks that are trying to flip houses, and now they know that there's a high likelihood they're going to be able to get a buyer who's going to make them an offer on their house for a lot of money because values are up right now, and they may waive their home inspection. In other words, nobody's going to check their work.
Oof.
We just did an inspection for a couple yesterday, as a matter of fact. The house should be a beautiful house, high-end house, like $1.5 million ish, right?
Wow.
This house was purchased by the seller like 4 years ago for like $400,000.
Yeah.
Part of that's normal market. The market's up right now, which I get. And then part of that is greed. These people bought the house, they waived their home inspection, and they brought a friend in to do some work. And he looked at just a couple things real quick, and he's like, hey, there's a lot wrong here. You should bring in a professional inspector to check this house out before you start spending money on these renovations. You might have to spend money to make this house safe. So we went through this house yesterday, and it took about twice as long as normal with Steve and I. We were there from 2:30 in the afternoon till almost 6 p.m. which is a long time to go through an empty house. If we looked at it, it was wrong. I mean, everything from improper plumbing, the plumbing ventilation was dumping into the attic, mold. They put in a great commercial range in the kitchen, and a gas commercial range needs to vent outside for safety. It just didn't vent anywhere. It just was blown into the bottom of the cabinet. They took new construction windows with the fins on the outside, cut the fins off because they bought the wrong windows, and inserted them like old construction windows. So they basically ruined 50 windows. So basically this flipper is one example of somebody who flipped a house, cut every corner you can think of. The buyer went to the town and looked at the permits pulled, and a lot of the licenses on the contractors that they used are expired. They probably have $300,000 to get this house to be what they thought they were buying already, unfortunately. This is one example of what we're seeing is these flippers coming in. They know what you want to see as a buyer. They know you want to see granite. They know you want to see nice tile. They know you want to see clean paint, but they also know what you're not going to see when you waive your inspection. You're not going to see all this hack work that's still going to be maybe dangerous to your family or compromise what you think is your nice new home for the next several years. These people are out there, and now that they know people are waiving inspections, a lot of them are out there, and a lot of them are doing bad work.
Yeah.
So I'm on a mission to get people to quit waiving their home inspection and hold some of these contractors accountable.